Hey everyone, welcome back to Go Kick Me, your favorite crowdfunding news and reviews channel here on YouTube. So today we're going to talk about a Kickstarter called the Nomadic Roller Luggage. It's basically a wheelie suitcase. It's a non-smart wheelie suitcase. I'm actually happy about that. It's just supposed to be a good wheelie suitcase, kind of premium, really sturdy, etc., etc. They're doing quite well. Basically 1.2 million US dollars on a $250,000 goal, so they're like 5 times their goal, pretty much. 2,300 backers. 3 days to go, so it's like, sure thing. Actually, these guys have done 8 projects, all in the luggage area. So, and they've delivered. Sometimes late. Sometimes people complain they didn't get it. But of course, when you have thousands and thousands of backers, just take a quick look at what they've done. Besides this wheelie suitcase, they've got garment bags, duffel bags, backpacks, messenger bags, etc. 9,000 backers. 9,000. So these guys are legit. They're doing pretty well. They really don't need to do crowdfunding at this point. They're really just collecting pre-orders and obviously doing quite well at it. So let's talk about the Nomadic roller line. There's basically 3 suitcases, a carry-on, a check-in, which is just a beefier, bigger one, and then the carry-on Pro, which has this little open, easy access panel to get your stuff out for the security, and it comes with like a little sort of laptop sleeve that you can use on the go. You can basically use it as like a laptop bag, a messenger bag when you're traveling, and it all sort of fits in here, and it's easy to get out for the security scanner and all that. You're going to watch the video. I don't need to sort of go through it all. But here's the real money shot. It's supposed to be, oops, you can tell what's happening. It's supposed to be super sturdy, good carbonate plastic. So, yeah, that's impressive, I guess. I hope nobody was down there when they did that.
Oh, it went way down there. And I bet it's still okay. No cracks.
They don't show what happened to the surface.
Packing should be easy.
It comes anyway. So besides that little bag, it comes with a bunch of little compression strap stuff. Here's their previous 8 things, by the way. Yeah, they're all from Utah, so they're all like super white people. Anyway, so it looks nice, good quality, I guess. Probably likely to actually get delivered. Here's your little thing with the suitcase and all that. So the question is that a real airport, or is this just a fake-looking airport? So the question is it worth it? Always the question, right? So the answer to that is, youch, $350. 3 left at this price. This is still the early bird. I'm sure they're probably adding on more every day. But yeah, $375 once those things are gone. Yow. So would you pay $375 for, that's for this one, the simple one, right? How much for the Pro? The early bird Pro still can get 4 left. I think they're definitely like incrementing them slowly to make people buy now. But basically, the tech case and the Pro, $449. Yow. And if you don't get early bird, $475. And the check-in is $500. 3 left only. Uh-oh. It's weird, yeah, that they're the numbers are 57. I'm sure if you wait, if I come back tomorrow, it'll be 65. But anyway, yeah. Somehow people got bundles and they've paid for even the non-early birds, people still paying. All gone. So they apparently had a $299 version one for the classic. So that's still crazy expensive. So why am I saying it's crazy expensive? Yeah, okay, it comes with some little fancy compression straps with the magnets and some compression panels, whatever. But how much is that stuff worth? How much would a not fancy compression bags and compression this and compression that, compression cube, how much for just the suitcase, right? How much would you pay if it didn't come with all that stuff? Would you pay less than, say, if it's $350 with that, would you pay $300 without it? Would you pay $200 without it? Is this stuff worth $100 something bucks? Is it worth $200? And the reason why I mention that is because, okay, well, let's do a show and tell. Very similar to the carry-on here, carry-on classic. I have my generic no-name China suitcase. which is also extremely sturdy. I've never tried to hit it with a sledgehammer, but I probably could do. I could jump on it for sure. I've taken this thing all around Asia. I've taken it to India many times, Indonesia. Where else did I go? Obviously China. I was in Thailand last month. I think I did I do a video from there? I don't remember. Anyway, so many trips I do nowadays. This thing has lasted. I don't take it every trip I do, but I do. If I do take a suitcase, this is usually the one I do. Because it's exactly the size that they talk about here. It's like carry-on size, fits under the seat if you have to, good for the overhead bin, good enough for like 3 days trip, and it has the cheap straps. When it has some straps, but not the fancy ones that you see there. But hey, you know how much this thing cost? If I can remember correctly, it's somewhere in the range of $30 to $40 US. That's bought, not even at the cheapest place in Hong Kong, but at a decent place in Hong Kong. It's got pretty good wheels. Wheels have stayed okay. They're not fancy like the ones on here, but it's not Hinomoto straps. But the strap is still there. And hey, let's say I spent $30, right? Let's say generously I spent $50. That's still 1/7 the price of what they're charging for this early bird price, right? So again, how much is all that extra bells and whistles, compression bags and stuff worth to you? Because you could buy shit like that. You could just bring a bunch of Ziplocs. You could do whatever and still save several $100s, right? So I'm not convinced that the quality is worth 10 times the price, is what I'm trying to say. And the bells and whistles, right? This thing rolls fine. It lasts. It's got the little lock on it. Zipper's not a YKK, but it's a zipper. Hasn't come loose so far. I could literally go buy one of these, use it on a trip, throw it away. Throw away my clothes too. Buy new clothes, buy new suitcase. Whatever, 5-6 times over. And I still wouldn't have spent as much as this guy. Why? Because, of course, you always also have to pay shipping, depending on what country you live in. It can be I think the most is $50 or $60, depending on what country you live in. And the other thing is, when do you actually get it? November, maybe. Maybe it's late. So I can go down to, let's say, Hong Kong's a little bit of a special case, right? But I could literally go down to the next stop over from my office is like a street market. They got some dudes sell suitcases. Or I could go to the store. I bought this one actually in Causeway Bay. Kind of a little more pricey. I could go down there. Well, not now. It's 2 a.m. But basically, I could go down there tomorrow morning. Pick one up. They don't open till noon. But okay, pick one up. Come back. Pack it up. Go to the airport. Go on my trip. Come back in 3 days. Throw this thing away. Buy new clothes too. Blah, blah, blah. Repeat 6 times, 7 times, 10 times. And boom, I could do that 10 times in the next 10 days. Boom, I'm 6 months early compared to this guy. Well, now I guess it's 5 months early. But anyway, yeah, this thing is not going to show up till at least November. Usually these things are late. You might be that guy 7 months from now saying, where's my thing? It never came. Or why are they holding in customs? Et cetera, et cetera. There's a bunch of ones in this, one of the previous things where people are like, hey, I had to go down and pay the German government an extra €7 because they held it for tariffs or some bullshit, right? So you've got all that stuff going on. And some people never get it, and some people say, okay, quality is impressive. Some people say not so impressive. Some people say still waiting. What's going on? Et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, you might not even get it, and because this is crowdfunding, what's your recourse? They have their sort of warranty and stuff like that, but it gets lost in the mail. If customs is holding on to it, holding it ransom, what are you going to do? You better hope their customer service is good. So anyway, let's not talk about the garment bag. Let's go back to this guy. So, long story short, I was supposed to be fast. I was going to make this like a 3-minute video. Always go over time. Long story short, looks nice. This sort of decent. I actually like the fact it's not trying to be smart. It's just a suitcase. But hey, what's up with that price? It's not a fancy brand name. It's not a Gucci bag. It's not a Rwanda. It's not a, whatever, those professional grade aluminum ones for the Pelicans and all that kind of stuff. It's just a freaking Kickstarter brand out of nowhere. Maybe the quality's really good. Maybe the compression straps are really useful. I don't think so. You might disagree. If you are nomadic and you want to send me one to test, I'm happy to do it. I live probably closer to your factory than anybody else because it's clearly in China. Yeah, so let me know if you want to send me one. I'll be happy to stomp on it and hit it with a sledgehammer. I'll do a side-by-side comparison with this with a sledgehammer, see who holds up. No, I'll get 9 of these, hit them with sledgehammers, and see how they hold up compared to yours, getting hit 9 times. Okay, so anyway, that's it for today. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I'm losing my voice already. Facebook and Twitter at GoKickMe, and also GoKickMedia.com for our newsletter. And also, by the way, you may have noticed my camera is different because I upgraded my computer, so now you can see more of my little home office room. Probably you didn't want to see that. You didn't give a crap. But anyway, in case you were wondering. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.